as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 99, check 99.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Well, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Second down and goal. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. First down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A give to Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Set. Go 20. Make 22. Number 28. He's coming.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Right here. Double time. 3 down.
Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 21. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Throwing is Stafford. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing a 4-minute offense yet. They've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Being chased out left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike 50, Mike 50. They can't hang with us.
Prescott to throw this time. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Henderson will try to run for the 1st. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford under pressure. They got him again. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how they can be
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Stafford. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be taken in by Henderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
That's taken in by Henderson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
80 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Second down, it's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. First throw in overtime for Stafford. Just keeping the play alive. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. So close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, Henderson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. 32. Here's Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So they say forget the field goal and the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 13. Check 13. We're going to 54. Why?
And what can Prescott do in the OT? And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott. Complete. Pollard. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
And he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check three. Check three. Kill. Sponge. No. Shift.
The give is to Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike's 50. Hey, we got to get this stopped.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Prescott now from the 50.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
103 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Less than 2 minutes to go in this overtime. It's sudden death now, but we are still all tied. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Stafford. It's caught. Beckham. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A road win